New player? Pick a class by how you want to win, not by hype. I'll route you to the best starter. Welcome to the episode 0 of Contestants Field Manual. Let's get going with considering who we got in terms of character builds. Finals featured 3 distinct contestant build options: medium, light and heavy. Let's look over them concisely. If you're just starting out and have no idea what to do, pick the medium. There is a reason that it's the first class you got unlocked. It's the perfect training ground for learning the finals inner mechanics. With 250 health points, you're a touch and ouch to survive a few mistakes and regenerate the lost vitality in just 9 seconds. But still mobile enough to get around the map quickly, with or without the suitable mobility options like jump pads or zip lines. The weapons of medium build are the most versatile in terms of armory specialization. From Pike, DMR letting you pin down enemy snipers, and Cerberus 3-baller coach gun being excellent at the medium to close range with its incendiary backshots, to a famous all-rounder AKM rifle, alongside its heavier broader TF car. Similar facts are true about the gadgets and specializations. They are perfectly fine, but not the best for any situation in particular, but suited for every and any situation. Is the cash-out station Bobby trapped with enemy mines and turrets? But we use that as shaper to change into pretty pot plans. Are your teammates in trouble with finding the first aid gas container? Time to use your healing beam, also called medigun, on them. Enemy players are getting a little too funky with their gadgets or specializations. Throw in a glitch grenade or a flashbang and we are ready to fight. Well, there is the harsh truth. You might be the hero of the fight for your team, but you still got his 250 health points alongside mediocrely good mobility. What does that mean? It means that you would be dead from the hand of a lead build sniper in 5 seconds if you don't keep your head wrapped on how to repel, nullify or block the enemies with team tactics, specialties and gadgets. Don't exposure your 250 health points toward the enemies. Keep close to the cover, but also remember that you can still use your gadgets to create distractions or hazards. Info for your teammates: assisting fire, healing, enemy action countering, helping to keep the objective safe and sound. That's your job. Does the enemy team rush in to heist your cash out and try to gas you out? Nothing more than a single pyro grenade can help. Then put down your turret to help repel the pesky heisters. Enemy sniper out for the hunt on nearby roofs? Ask your heavy body to cover you. Maybe their deployables or maybe their own body, as you will patch them up real time with your healing beam. Teamwork is the medium's most powerful weapon, and the medium is the well-coordinated team's secret weapon.
Think fast, chuckle nuts!
Let's be clear. With only 150 health points, the light is a class cannon. You will die. A lot. But in exchange for that fragility, you get 2 things: unmatched mobility and devastating damage potential. Light build is a top pick for people impatient on the holding angles or want to reduce team's exposure, depends on the playstyle. Light build contestants are lighter than medium build ones in terms of total health points pool, but have better health regeneration cooldown. 7 seconds of waiting just so your health pool can fill back up after an intense shot out. MultiCo balanced light build well by giving it one more thing in exchange for less health. Damage output. Light build's arsenal consists of precise punch-through weapons, both ranged and melee. 2 submachine guns, M11 and XP54, sword, LH1 marksman rifle, and even semi-auto pistols. They are here for the risk takers, but for true gamblers we got even more risk and even more ripe rewards. Sniper rifle, throwing knives, dagger, even recover bow. All of them are pretty hard to use, but if one masters the ranged weapon of their choice, they can turn into tools of obliteration. But do you know that Helix Strange does not only needs guns? We also got more specialized gadgets and 3 different specializations. From a cloaking device for suppressing enemies to a grappling hook extending the mobility potential to the sky's limit. As for the gadgets, on the other hand, you got plenty of offensive and utility choice. Breach charges for bombing trapping the cash-out station, gateways for creating quick travel portals, nullifier for literally deleting the opponents from their virtual plane, and vanishing bombs for getting yourself quickly out while on cooldown.
Nullifier landed.
Play it like Call of Duty. Your teammates are just playing like NPCs, so why you would worry about them? The most important thing to do is to kill enemies and make them cry like babies. I would say that if the night build had his 250 health points, and the finals was a game for people who feed on the misery of others. The harshest truth in the game is that the light build is both hated as much as the devil itself and praised like an angel. It depends on the person you're talking to and the player you're discussing. You will die many times in the most mentally painful ways if you will play selfishly. The golden rule is you got hard mobility, maybe you got high damage output, but to heavy mines you're just a pesky mosquito that they can squish with just one well-aimed sledgehammer hit. If you think that the fundamentals is about killing and that the light build is the only rational pick, you need to change your mind. Defense maybe has an element or two from Call of Duty, but this is a very different game. It will save you a lot of frustrating moments if you will see the finals as a teamwork simulator. But you know what also will save you a lot of frustration? Simply remember my words. Sometimes the sacrifice of one is the virtuous chose to pick, and is always better than the sacrifice of a whole team. Your team. And here are some things I kept for now. Most gadgets for light are multi-tools. Yes, you heard me right. You can use the vanishing bombs not only cloak yourself, but also to hide your fellow medium player or even save your other teammate from heavy situations, with no other conclusion to let him die or let him hide under your trick. You can use the sonar grenades and thermal vision to ping all the threats out and proceed to steal the cash out. Distract the enemies and not only to detect them for yourself. There is more to that. Your teammates also sit upon sonar pings in real time. Heck, you can go on and become a true recon by equipping cloaking device, the SR-84 sniper rifle and a tracking dart rifle. That way you're way more useful than being just an uncivilized person. Remember, you got 150 health points, but also a huge stealth potential. Here we are, the biggest build of them all, the heavy. It comes with a huge pool of 350 hit points but also a huge regeneration delay as well. 10 seconds. Besides that we got less notable mobility potential than that of heavy alright. We could even say that heavy is a movable object when positioned right. Heavy's armory consists of mostly support and utility weapons. Guy has 23 shotgun that can easily breach walls, a minigun that can provide great suppressive fire, even a spear for ruining melee-based enemies day. As for the gadgets and specializations, as the title cards have said, Heavy is the engineer, so its toolkit is oriented around that. From deployable barricades, blocking tons of damage from all sources, to a healing emitter for building a safe zone for your teammates, ending on the infamous C4 charge as well as the RPG launcher. But the specialties are a totally different thing, just 4, but that's enough. You can use abilities from them like a witchcraft for retracting and stunning the enemies towards you, or use mesh shield to block incoming damage and save your teammates. For sure you won't become unstoppable for you if you will stay still in the open. Your health pool isn't what you think, it's a micromanageable resource. Your team is in huge trouble from enemy heavy's M60? Go on, challenge their aim by blocking their shots with your own body. But remember, you won't block a lot of bullets if you will stay low on health for majority of the time. Do not try to trench too many enemies at one moment. Try to pick your fights and observe the target you picked. Light? Perhaps you will try to outrun your tracking skills and use melee to slay you. Medium will pick you, hold the angle and use their gadgets to distract you. Heavy will try to duel you in a fight of skills and wits. Again, you got 350 health points. You're sturdy, but not on good mode. From my own experience, let's rather say that your heavy is the way to play the finals on Buddha mode. A lot of the time you will stay on very low health, but trust your medium and light friends, as they can patch you up quickly with their high plus infuser and healing beam. Do not panic. The number one rule here is to manage your equipment in a mannered way. You see a sniper in the distance scoping in, hunt down your buddies, go get him some less nest angles with your go gun. But what if in the same moment you see the same team's medium going to gas you out from the cover for the sniper's sake? Use your one and only pyro grenade. And do not get mad at the medium player and try to hunt them down. Try sticking with your team instead to counter enemy threats alongside your medium teammate. An enemy heavy going in with a RPG and your medium's active protection system turret, APS in short, is on the cooldown. Manage it quickly and throw a mesh shield under yourself and others. Congratulations, you just saved your team's lives. And now but just might be the right time for revenge. You are here to beat your team's walking armor. A guy who can stop the enemy's light sniper bullet with your own body just to save someone else's life. There are two major rules of playing heavy: to prevent and to cure. To prevent means placing fortifications and helping your team evade indirect hazards like enemy turrets and proximity sensors. To cure means to save your team in the critical situations, but in terms of their health and your fall down time, by using mesh shields, healing emitters and even anti-gravity cubes. Let's repeat one more time. Manage, protect, prioritize and react by preventing for safety's sakes or curing it just in time. Alright, that's it as for the theory. I have also prepared a really short test that you can take to see which build you want, And if you can't really decide yourself, no need to write everything, just remember that your choices and then sum up the score to see what's your top choice. How do you like to win fights? A. Pick, flank, burst, disappear. B. Trade systematically and stabilize. C. Anchor and deny space. HP comfort zone. I accept low HP for mobility. I like a high risk, high reward place. B. Balanced HP feels safest and the mobility feels flexible too. C. Give me the biggest pull to survive heavy fire. Utility I enjoy. A. Stealth / info / mobility tricks. Cloak, portals, sonar. B. Team tools, heals, turrets, APS, reshaper. C. Area control, goo, barricades, C4, dome, mesh. Roll when a casualty is hot. A. Slip pass to backup or pick a VIP. B. Glue to teammates. Heal, glitch, info, trade. C. Block lines, soak damage, hold ground. Kunfil. A. Precision bursts, ambush DPS. B. Flexible mid-range rifles, shotguns. C. Suppression, close range bursts. Cooldown discipline. A. I spam micro tools like grenades to sap tempo and make my duels easier. B. I rotate tools around team needs and situation on the battlefield. C. I save big cooldowns to swing fights and protect my teammates. So, did the test help you out? Let me know which build you're taking into the arena for the first time. Drop it in the comments below. This was episode 0 of the Contestants Field Manual, just to get you grounded. In the next episode, we'll dive deeper into the best weapons for beginners on each build to get you cashing out sooner. If you found this guide useful, consider subscribing to follow the series. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the arena.